Hello, I'm Josh Paulson, one of the programmers on Archmage Rises, and today I'm going to show you some of the tooling that we're building in order to help ourselves to get items updated and set up faster, to get our enemies all balanced, our spells all balanced, and to do this all without our designers having to touch a line of code. So at this point, our designer, James Marintet, is working on enemy and ability data, and we're working on making sure that this tool can give even more options and even more possibilities to just be able to do a lot more faster. So I'm not sure if this is going to be impressive to look at or if it's just going to look kind of basic to anyone else. For myself, I've been working on this and working on making sure that it supports all the data that we want. I've been setting up code generation in the background so that we can end up exporting all the data types that we need. A lot of other programming speak things I could talk about, but the idea here is that we want to make sure that we have as much access to as much data as possible without starting up the game, so that we can end up comparing values, we can get these all balanced, we can add new things over time, and that it's relatively easy. If there's an imbalance or things like that in the game, we can make that change very rapidly and push out an update for you to enjoy and for you to have a better experience. So here we've got just some examples of all of our enemies. We've got example of, you know what, can I show up? I think that these have all been talked about, so I think that nothing on the screen is necessarily a big shock, or perhaps there's one or two interesting notes. We've got abilities over here, and we've got, like again, some of the UI, pretty rough. The big goal is to allow us to get started, to allow us to start working on these things, and over time we'll be updating the tooling. And so one of the questions that you're probably going to have as you're looking at all this is, will I be able to work with this? Will I be able to edit these? And the answer is, I don't know. There are a few different tricks involved with that. One of them is making sure that whatever we release, it is good enough for other people to use. It doesn't mean it's amazing, but I know that for myself, I grew up using the Warcraft 2 and StarCraft level editors, and that was always a big thing for me. And so I would love for us to be able to do that, but we're going to have to see, because there's some different diagnostics that go along with that we just want to make sure are reasonable and that we can support that level. So this is not just for enemies and abilities, though. We can do this with anything in the game. At this point, we haven't input all of the data, but we can edit items, we can edit all the foods and drinks, the equipments, resources, spells, buildings, we can edit the types of jobs, we can edit race information, we can edit buff information, and all of that would be contained in here and be importable, exportable, and just allow us to update everything in the game rapidly for rapid testing and to get the balance to help us just make the game feel great to play. So that's what we've been up to. I know that it's not the same as seeing a new spell in the game or different abilities on the map, but this is where everything comes together, and then we can spread it out so that we can end up getting you more features faster. And our goal really with this is that we can get you more stuff faster and have it be a lot more balanced and feel way better right at the outset. Or if it doesn't quite, then we can get it to you way better, way faster. So that's all I've got for you today. And as always, remember to check out archmagerises.com for the latest updates. Head to our Steam page to wishlist us. And also you can get involved with our Steam forums and share your comments, share your thoughts, and let us know if you've got any questions. Hope that you have a fantastic rest of your week. Take care.